G'day Bomber fans, a lot of you have been asking me recently about potential draft targets for the Bombers in 2023, and luckily I keep up with the draft. I absolutely love tracking the next generation talent, so I will highlight the players I am most keen for in the current crop and who I think would fit in nicely at Essendon, along with our NGA Academy prospects and seeing if they can find a spot in our team. Now, I know we all see our list needs differently. Some will want certain positions while others will want other positions, so I will highlight two players from every zone on the ground, one that we could possibly take with our first pick and one that we could possibly take with our second pick. And also guys, if you want up-to-date draft videos, I upload monthly on my other channel, AFL 101. I do a power ranking. Next month I will be doing the 40 best draftees in the current crop, so stay tuned for that. Key defense, we start with Connor O'Sullivan. There is every chance his name is off the board by the time we have our first pick. It all depends on where we finish on the ladder, because he could be a top 10 selection. He really could. He is great though. I really rate this kid. Really tall, almost 2 meters. He has played forward as well, so he is versatile, he is mobile, moves well, marks well, uses the ball well. He is one of the very best key positional prospects in the draft. The second player I will discuss is South Australian captain Will Patton. He has slid in the rankings despite being in the All-Australian team for the Under-18s champs. Our second pick will be after the 30 range, and I would say that is where I see Patton falling. He is a bit smaller than O'Sullivan, but makes up for it with terrific footy IQ. He is a great leader. He was the captain of South Australia, obviously, like I said. He's a great role player. He puts team first at all costs. I think any club would be lucky to have a squad member like him. On to general defenders, Archie Roberts is the only one I can see us potentially taking with our first pick. All the general defenders are late into the first round, so I doubt it's even an option unless Roberts has a great second half of the year. He's around the 20 range, the pick 20. He is a Vic Metro Sandringham Dragons prospect, a really good user of the footy out of defence. He's quite quick, loves to run, decent size. He is everything you want in a running rebound defender, really. The next one is Nathan Philactides. He has really slid in the rankings. I like his courage. He loves to take the ball under the wing and go for a run. He often runs himself into trouble, a bit like Adam Sard, but that shows he loves to take the game on. Good mindset in my opinion. I don't know how much he will slide because he was a top 15 pick a few months back and now is projected to fall around the 30 mark, which is where our second round pick will be. Midfielders, Darcy Wilson could be around our range and he can play wing, which is an area we appear to be bolstering. He has a great tank on him, great positional knowledge, good user of the ball like everyone I've spoken about really so far, a good mover with it as well. He can easily come in and be like Ollie Hollands, who plays for Carlton, and own that wing in his first season. Down in the second pick range, Cooper Simpson maybe. He had some injury troubles that ruled him out of some games early this year, but has shown his worth. He is a speedy midfielder, really calm though. He is quick but cool when pressure mounts, and that's what you get with him. He has shown a few times that he won't let the moment get to him, which in an 18-year-old is huge. There is a bit of Archie Perkins about his mentality. Ruck options, we will probably miss out on Mitch Edwards, so Will Green is the next best bet. He is really tall, growing to be over 205 centimeters. He is a natural ruck, can win hitouts with ease. He is also another one who is a good natural leader. He was the co-captain of the Northern Knights. He is pretty well built for his height, approaching 90 kilos, so there's a lot to like about this young kid. As for a second ruck around the range of our second round pick, it's a bit tougher. Taylor Goad from SA is probably the only one that I've properly seen at his best outside of the best rucks in the crop, and I feel like he could fall outside of the top 30 by a long way. It's hard to know with him. He's another one over 205 centimeters though. He had a decent Champs Carnival campaign, plays for the South Adelaide side in the Sandford Under-18s. Key forwards, there are a few to look at a bit further past our first pick range though. Logan Morris is around the 20 range, might not be a first rounder. He is a fun one though. He is technically not a key forward by size. He's only 191 or 192 centimeters tall, but his build and bodywork suggests he could be a third string key. He is so smart with his positioning and body use, and he is such a good finisher. He kicks goals and kicks them regularly. He is a good mark. You can see him being a handful for opposition defenders. Reid could genuinely be picked anywhere. Some would say top 10, some would say top 40. It's impossible to predict right now. He is the brother of Zach Reid, who we all know quite well at Essendon. He plays down the other end though. Archer is a natural key forward, really tall, good leaper, good size, can clunk a mark, always makes a contest, really fluid mover as well. The only issue is he hasn't hit his stride yet. He hasn't performed very well at all this year, which is why he is sliding down the order each week. And we will finish with some general forwards. I will start with Koltyn Tholstrup. I don't view him around the top 15 range. I have him closer to 20, but as far as forwards that we need, he would be that type. We have plenty of small goal sneaks, but Tholstrup is a dynamic, powerful forward. He crashes and bashes on ground level and in the air. He has a good boot on him. He is really confident in his own ability, so he is one that I will highlight. And to end the video, I will discuss a goal sneak, Lance Collard from WA. He is quite small, but super intelligent, super crafty, really quick as well. He is a really talented player, one of the most talented forwards in the crop. It's just whether or not he can use that talent each week or not. I like him though, very capable player. We won't end the video there actually. Our NGA Academy has some good young players. Keep in mind we rarely select from it. The only player we've got from it in recent memory is Anthony Mankara. Could be wrong, let me know if I am, but I will highlight these players anyway because they have been in and around the club. To explain though, every club has a zone academy. We have one in Melbourne and one in the Tiwi Islands that makes up our NGA. There are different regulations and rules for certain teams, but if a club was to bid on an academy player from our academy, we can match that bid if the bid falls before pick 40. That's why many were worried about teams trying to select Anthony Mankara earlier last year before pick 40, even though he ended up being selected in the rookie draft anyway. But all these players I will discuss are probably going to fall outside that top 40 pick anyway. We will start with the most promising of the lot in my eyes, Mahmoud Taha. Sorry if I mispronounced that. He played for Vic Metro, but starred with the Calder Cannons. He can score goals, win his own footy. He is a very talented inside midfielder, really good hands, clean hands, calm under pressure. I hope he gets picked because he seems like a really good young kid. Ryan Eyre is the brother of Josh Eyre. All good if you don't know who that is. He was on our list for a couple of years. I think he was delisted in 2021. He never played a game for us, but he was really talented, great leaper like his brother Ryan. He plays at Calder with Taha. Wasn't selected in the national champs though, so less likely to be drafted. Still a good looking player though. Clough is also at Calder Cannons. He is a smaller player than the other two, both in height and stature, so he has a long way to go to get his body right. He has shown glimpses, but not enough to get me hyped. And then there is also Amin Naim. He has kicked some small bags in the Coach Talent League, but again, not on the level of Taha or Eyre. I would say these last two are sitting in the back seat a tad. Some other academy members that I don't know too much about because I haven't really seen them play at all, and apologies if I mispronounce these names. Caleb Brogan Rioli, Levi Christopherson, Cecil Peruntatameri, William Mankara, Edward Munkanome, and that's about that. Sorry if I mispronounced any names, but that is that. The video done. I hope I've helped you get ready for the upcoming draft a little bit. I'll upload more videos as we approach the big day, but cheers for watching, like, subscribe, and go Bombers.